Hello and welcome back to Ultima 7, the Black Gate and Forge of Virtue. So we are hopefully at the final steps of solving the island of Scarabray. We've got our soul cage and we need to trap the Lich. I always get the order of this wrong, but I'm pretty sure what we have to do first is enchant the cage from the Well of Souls, which is at the back. So we're going to try to do that. We'll see if we get attacked by the skeletons. Not this time. Let us have light. No? Oh, spent light source. Moving this thing through can always be a bit of a pain. Bypass it completely? Yeah, just about. Where's the well? There it is. So, I always forget how to do this. Oh, bang. Easy peasy. Alright, let's bring her back. And there we go, we've got our cage. So now we need to wait until midnight, which it looks like it might be now. Wow, that is a really nice coincidence. Okay. Oh. Okay, everybody go to bed. Including you, Horace. What time is it? Okay, it is just after midnight, so I think I timed it perfectly by accident, but he is not in bed yet. Perhaps he doesn't go to bed while we're here. Let's leave with our soul cage and see if that makes a difference. Can't. Do a little walk around. I wonder if I was supposed to wait for them all to go to sleep before going to the Well of Souls, maybe? That would be unfortunate. And in fact, bad timing, not good timing. Hooray, alright. Okay, Horace. Bang. And now the final step of the plan. Pew! Fireworks. As the soul cage dissolves into dust, a great transformation comes upon the Lich. Where the evil spirit was caged, you see the form of a familiar person. It's Horrence. He's a ghost, but he much more resembles a man than an undead terror. I thank thee, my lord. That dark spirit had suppressed my will for so long that I was not sure I had one left. Oh, that can't be what he sounds like. I thank thee, my lord. That dark spirit had suppressed my will for so long that I was not sure I had one left. Thou hast done a great deed for Scarabray, for myself, and, indeed, all of Britannia. But then I suppose this is merely a matter of course for one such as thee. My gratitude is thine. He bows deeply to you. But now, I fear that all is still not right with the world. The ether stirs chaotically outside of this dark tower. Were it not for some property within the walls, I fear my mind would suffer the ravages of its force. Now, my lord, I must ask this favor of thee. The Well of Souls at the bottom of this tower. Yes, I know it. holds many tormented souls within it, and binds the spirits of Scarabray to this island. It must be destroyed. Horns looks at you intently. I can only hope that thou wilt try to free them. Well, wilt thou? He looks at you expectantly. I mean, I guess so. Horns looks as if he expected your response. I knew that one so virtuous as thou wouldst never turn aside while others suffer. Thy generosity seems to have no bounds. Horns thinks for a moment, then, when the well is destroyed, the souls within will be released to float aimlessly upon the ether for a time. I have badly wronged the Lady Rowena and her husband. I would see this wrong mended. Please, lead her out of this dark place and see that she is reunited with Trent. That way they will remain together when they are released. I will know when you've accomplished this task, and then we can continue with the destruction of the well. Okay, so we gotta bring Rowena back to Trent. And if I remember correctly, that means I need to make somebody leave the party. And I want to make somebody leave who doesn't have restrictions on coming back. That might be Spark. Let's try Spark. Leave. Yes. Wait here. Is this Rowena? This place is horrible. Would thou be so kind as to take me to mine husband Trent? He has a tendency to worry about me. Yes. Rowena smiles radiantly. Thank thee, my lord. Thy spirit is a generous one indeed. She steps in line and motions for you to lead on. Does she get a thing? No, she doesn't. Not a true party member. Oh, did Spark have our flame sword? He must have. Well, luckily none of us are afraid of the dark. Maybe Iola. Skeletons! Whoops. Okay, here you are, milady, I think. Oh no, I'm wrong. Oh, Trent is up there, that's why. That was silly of me. Right, I forgot it's set up to be really easy at this point because everybody is already up at the Dark Tower. So let's get back up there post-haste. Trent. Guessing. Nope. We'll come back to you. Come back to all of you. Come back to you. Trent? What's going on? Where the hell's Trent? Is there anybody else I'm missing here? Did I just miss Trent when I went down there? Okay. Who's this? Paulette. Well, now I'm confused. Let's step here. Oh, there he is. I swear he wasn't there before. Whoops. The star-crossed lovers rush into each other's ghostly embrace. For a time, it's hard to see where one spirit begins and the other ends. You barely make out the image of Trent replacing Rowena's ring on her finger. Then the two slowly turned to face you. Thou hast done so much for us. I hope that in helping us thou hast been assisted in thine own quest. Trent bows to you, then turns to regard his lovely wife. Skeletons. Where did she go? Okay, she's gone. Alright. Oh, there she is. Anything to say? As far as you can tell, the couple haven't released their embrace since they were first reunited, and they show no sign of doing so at any time in the near future. Alright. Let's deal with these here skeletons. Go back and get Spark. And see what else we must do. You can join again, Spark. Okay, hearts. It is good to see thee again, Lugan. Good. Now we can get on with freeing the rest of Skara Brae. The destruction of the Well of Souls can only be brought about by the selfless sacrifice of a spirit. A living being will not do because the soul is tied to the body. Go out into the town and find a spirit willing to make the sacrifice for the sake of all Skara Brae. I suggest thou should ask Mayor Forsyth first, as it is his right to be considered before others. He strokes his chin thoughtfully as you leave. Okay, and this is the part where it's handy, where everybody, or almost everybody's around. And we know there's Farsight. Ah, yes, good avatar. 'Tis good to see thee again. Of what service can I be in one so great, to one so great as thee? He bows. You could sacrifice yourself. Oh, goodness, no. I do not think I'm the one thou wantest for that job. No, I should think not. Maybe thou should ask all of the townsfolk first. If none of them will do it, I might just think about it. Yes, that's right. Thou should just ask the others, then come back here and tell me who the poor soul is. He smiles at his own cleverness. Okie doke. Oh, yes, right. If I have forgotten to tell thee something, thou mayest come back and ask, all right? He sighs heavily as you start to leave, then returns to his vigil in the corner. Okay, so let's ask everybody else first. Quentin turns in your direction. Greetings, my lord. Come, take rest from thy travels and sit a while with me. I am but a simple shade, but I may have information useful to thee. Will you sacrifice yourself? You explain that you need a spirit to volunteer to freely enter the Well of Souls in order to bring about its destruction. Quentin considers for a while and then responds, Please understand, my lord. I truly wish that I had that kind of courage, but I cannot risk doing anything that might destroy Marnie. Remember, her spirit is kept in that well, along with all of the dead of the great graveyard. Okie doke. Goodbye, my lord. Oh, hello there, Mayor. I thought you were sequestered in the town hall. Well, 'tis good to see you again. Yes, well, 'tis good to see thee again, too. Markham hails you and drinks down a tankard of the house spirits. Welcome, my friend. Sit with me a while and enliven my eternity with ye wondrous wit. He smiles in that charming way that only the half-rotted can. Sacrifice? You relate the need for a sacrifice to enter the Well of Souls. Afterwards, Markham seems to think long and hard. So, you're wanting me to go mad as a March hare and jump right into this Well of Souls? He looks at you incredulously. Listen now, I haven't had courage like that since I were a young lad. Since then, I got some sense, too. You'll have to look elsewhere for your sacrifice. Okay. Oops. Whatever. She does her healing thing. That's nice, because we had some skeletons. Will you sacrifice yourself? She smiles at first, then turns serious. I have tied my spirit to powers beyond the realm of this mortal world. Well, I don't think this is what her voice was, but I don't remember it. I think it was a little more Crypt Keeper. Were I to enter the Well of Souls, this entire island and a good bit of the mainland would be destroyed in a magical discharge. Wouldst thou lose the town of Skara Brae for all eternity? No, well, obviously I didn't know that when I asked. Goodbye, young Lugan. Do I have to ask you? Art thou confounded by this task? No, I'm not. Well, then I suggest that thou hasten to finish thy task, lest the souls of the well perish before thou art done. Yeah, I just didn't know I had to ask you. What about you, Paulette? Paulette turns to face you and smiles coquettishly. I'd thought that thou might return. Her eyes sparkle up at you mischievously. Want to sacrifice yourself? Thou wantest me to jump in a well? Her eyes widen with astonishment. Yep. Well, thou canst go jump in a lake. She crosses her arms on her buxom chest and turns away from you angrily. Buxom, I think is the word. Okay, so that means we've got the tortured one, the lovers, and then if I remember correctly, I do have to ask the ferryman as well. And I think that's it. Let's go tortured one first. Oh, is this it? There he is. Greetings, my lord. Cain breathes deeply, apparently forcing back his torment. Will you answer my questions? Thou hast freed us from the lich. Thou art entitled to mine half of the bargain. So thou dost want to know the answers to the questions of life and death? Yeah. The tortured one looks hard at you, then smiling, he shakes his head. I have no secrets, my foolish friend. Thou art a fool. There are no answers, only questions. He looks as if he might cry out in pain, and then Cain turns away from you. Go away now. Leave me to mine eternity. There are no answers to the questions of life and death. Only questions. Thanks, Alagnar. Okay, well, will you sacrifice yourself? I am sorry, my lord, but I must spend my eternity here in constant memory of those whom I have destroyed. All right. Goodbye, my lord. He suppresses a pained scream as you depart. That was my attempt at a pained scream. Okay, let's jump down to the ferryman, since I think that's kind of close. Oh, I feel like I did his voice just like Cain's. The ferryman of Scarberry stands in his spectral boat, holding his pole across his chest. He notices your approach. You need not beg to return to the mainland. Will you sacrifice yourself? Just for a moment you think you see a fleeting expression of hope cross the ferryman's skeletal figures. Then it's gone. I must perform my duty until the end of eternity. Okay. Without acknowledging your goodbye, the ferryman lowers his head and holds his pole across his chest. Alright, and the lovers. I'm sure they'll do it. Oh, shoot, and I'm lost. Skeletons! What are they fighting now? She froze. They both frozen here? Oh, that's what they were fighting. Oh no! Ooh, that would have been devastating. Where is my dear husband gone? I cannot stand to be away from him. He's up here. The couple haven't released their embrace since they were first reunited, as far as you can tell. Sacrifice? No, my lord, wouldst thou take my beloved from me so shortly after our reunion? Another will have to perform this terrible task. Rowena holds on tightly to her husband. Sacrifice. No, my lord, she is my life. If thou takest her, thou takest mine heart. Trent holds on tightly to his wife. Alright, let's go back to Forsyth. But first, I imagine I'm in rough shape here. I'm at 6. These damn wandering skeletons. Me and Dupre. Okay, let's... let's just regular heal both of us. 21 left. Oh, that was silly. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's do it this way. Oh, and I counted. Whoops. I guess I shouldn't do it that way. Heal me. Hopefully I didn't blow my mana here. Where is Dupre? Oh, there he is. Heal Dupre. I'm at 14. Dupre's at 16. Okay, that'll do. Alright, that should be enough to get us back to the Dark Tower. And perhaps we will finally have done everything we need to do to complete the quests on Skara Brae. Forsyth. Greetings, my lord. The mayor smiles at you half-heartedly. I talked to everybody. They all said no. After learning that none of the townsfolk are willing to sacrifice themselves for a greater good, an odd light comes into Forsyth's eyes. His chin firms and his shoulders square. Well, then, it has got to be done, and since no other brave soul will do it, perhaps I shall have to show them all what real courage is. He strides forward like a lord and plants his feet. Please be kind enough to lead me to the well, my lord. Oh, damn it. I hate this. I hope this doesn't impact who gets experience. I'm gonna do Spark again. Should be Janna, but I think Janna has restrictions on how she'll join the party. Yeah, it's gonna be Spark again. We'll see if it comes back to bite me. Leave. Yeah, I do. I'm sorry, buddy. But wait here. I'll be right back. Okay, this way, Forsyth. No, I don't. Let's avoid the rat and the skeleton. He looks into the well at the swirling pool of trapped souls, and his newfound resolve seems to diminish. Perhaps this was not such a good idea. Art thou sure that I must go through with this? You nod. His resolve firms once again. Yes, thou art quite right. No time for speeches, no time for a wavering will, no time for... He sees that you are not buying his attempt to stall. Well then, this is it. He moves toward the well. I suppose I didn't make a very good mayor in life. Forsyth's jowls droop. Well, at least in death, I'll make a name for myself, and do the job right. With that, he's gone. The souls of the well rush out of their confinement, leaving the blackened remains of the powerful artifact. We don't even get any, like, victory music for that? Okay, you can come back, Spark. Join. Hooray! Once again, Avatar, thou hast proven that thou art ever the defender of Britannia and the innocent. I cannot adequately express my gratitude. However, please take this small token of my thanks. I hope it will help thee in thy quest. He places his personal staff on the ground. It appears to be magical. I have something for thee, Avatar, but I see that thou canst not carry it now. I will set it here upon the floor for thee. For a moment, Horrence looks downcast. I feel that some of the responsibility for what happened in this town is upon my shoulders. Sounds like it. For in my search to uncover the truths of the universe, I unwittingly released that foul spirit which destroyed this town. I will spend the rest of my days in the attempt to restore this once lovely town. I will make it into a shining example of spirituality, a shrine where people of good heart may live in peace and harmony. And again, I thank thee for giving me this chance. Goodbye, Lugan. And he gives us the Fire Doom Staff, which is a super cool staff that I think does a bunch of damage. But if I remember correctly, also does that damage to anything nearby, including party members. So we're probably not going to use it. But I think it is very powerful. I can't remember if we read these. I think we did. Yes, we did read these when we first came here. Okay, so I think we got a few minutes left, and there's one last thing I want to do on Scarbray. First, let's check out our experience. Not huge. Maybe we get more when we go see a Lagnar. Okay. Thus, still one last thing I want to do on the island before we get out of here. And I know it's a little bit, I don't know, controversial, whatever, but I like it because it's fun. So that's what we're gonna go check it out. There's a ghost. Another ghost. Get it. Oh, leave them. Make them come get us. So, we've got this shrine down here. And there's a sneaky little lever right next to that statue. And it opens up in here. And then even this is sneaky, because you can only get there. A very small view to see a nightstand. And the nightstand is jam-packed. So we've got another soul cage that we could have used if you, whatever, somehow managed to mess something up along the way. I think there's enough, like, foolproof safety nets that you can always go back and make a new potion or things like that. I'm not sure, but if all that failed you and or you just wanted to skip all that shit and get the cage, you can come here. You got a whole set of magic armor. That's just the concoction that we poured on the Lich. We've got some magic gauntlets, just a regular old two-handed hammer, but we've got the Death Scythe, which is super cool. We've got Trent and Rowena's wedding ring, a ring of regeneration, a ring of protection, and a ring of invisibility. So, I'm gonna take this stuff. I don't know who needs it most. Wow, low on magic. I'm a lot lower on magic armor than I thought I was. I'm gonna give it to Sentry. Oh, jeez, there's so much here. Okay, so... Oh, was there not? Maybe there is no magic breastplate. Juggernaut hammer. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Oh, there's the breastplate. I thought there was a full set. We'll just ditch that for that. I think everybody has boots that are fine. I think magic are better than swamp. Oh, for sure. Oh, and this is better than that. 2 throwing axes. Cool. Magic axes. Okay, and then who wants the death scythe? I think it's going to be you, Dupre. Where is it? There he is. Bang. And then we'll give Jana the magic rings. Won't fit. Ah, damn. There's so much space in here. Let me do it this way? No. Alright, we'll give them to Spark. Barely use the rings, but maybe I should. There. And now we are officially done with Scarbray. So we will end things here, and we'll pick up again next time, heading probably back to Britain, and then, I don't know, maybe back to Sea Lagnar. Maybe we'll check in with the Fellowship. Who knows? See you then.